let's just find out what Professor Churros has to say in Off the Desk.
Prof. Churros here, off the desk yet again. So this was one of the many fights that occurred within the entirety of that game that Bleed was able to composite themselves and wait for the right opportune moment to attack the purple buff. Notice where Angela is, notice where Bruno is at every single point of time. Bruno always at that top side trying to farm away from wherever the skirmish is had. Angela couldn't just be anywhere on the map because of that hard guard, the global ultimate, allowing her to give extra support to whenever a team fight clashes. So effectively, Exco is fighting a losing battle, always fighting a 4v5. Notice how Yon is targeting the purple buff, but of course trying to bait out Jet's ultimate. You'll see that later in the video, in the clip, Bertizzi getting in position, but he was too drawn into protecting this purple buff, into protecting Yuta and Jet. But he forgot that he could have just went right for that back door into Jay, and this was one of the biggest mistakes that I think Exco broke down. The win condition, and the target prioritization. They always went for the alpha instead of the main damage dealers, which is Jay. So not to discount Yon for being the MVP and whatever, but Jay has immaculate positioning. Just watch how he comes about in this fight. So fight ensues, Sagitnu just chowing everything down, Yon with the Spear of Alpha, Seiji just clearing the wave, trying to maintain that lane priority so that Exco is just confuzzled. They want to go back, protect that lane, protect that turret. This is a tier 2 mid lane turret, mind you. And look at how Jay rotates around as well. He knows that Jet is going to deal a lot of damage onto Yon and Sagitnu, but notice how he doesn't immediately throw his Eternal Guard. He just waits for the right opportunity, pops that knock-up onto Jet, and then the rest is history. The hard guard from Angela also comes into play. Bertizzi walks the other way around the PIE instead of taking that back route and denying Jay on the AYE, which is basically a shorter path. So I think this was a very, very interesting team fight dynamic that came out. Jay doesn't go anywhere yet, just waits for Jet to come closer and then pops that Eternal Guard. Beautiful, beautiful layering of your skills, layering of your ultimates. You have Seiji, who is pretty much just farming up, healing up, waiting for the right opportune moment. You're playing a Roger anyways, so you're just wanting to just wait for the right time and get that cleanup duty on IO3. So in this case, everything just happens as is. You know how the story unfolds. And notice, in this point, Eternal Guard walking in, Seiji just waits underneath the turret, redirecting that turret damage. So if you're playing in a ranked game, you know how to just help out your teammates. So don't be that one guy that just, okay, I'm just gonna go out, you just take this on your own.